thank all of you for participating in the tournament. I want to thank all of you who are watching this tournament now and watched throughout the whole thing. It's been an amazing experience. We have this final here between LilRoh and MauganRa. Before we get to analyzing that, what do you guys think overall about this tournament?
Well, we've really had a lot of great competitors. We've had a lot of exciting games. We were discussing, I think, off stream, how we all wanted to see a Cybran in the finals, and here we are, Cybran in the finals. It's happened.
It's happening. My thoughts are this is going to be a lot of work, but it turned out to actually be a whole lot of fun because I wasn't organizing it. So thank you very much, Netums Fortune and Spiff. You guys have done quite a bit, and I greatly, greatly appreciate it because, it's really awesome that other people are doing things in the community. Thank you guys so much. I mean, people have created their own Discord servers for it, and I just want to say thank you for that because that's awesome. And from what I have seen from the tournament, some great games have come out of this, some base trades, some just awesome strategies that I have not really seen in a competitive level. I'm waiting for more experimentals, but we haven't seen that quite yet. So let's hope some experimentals come out. I'm not trying to force people to do that because if it's not called for, don't do it. But we all like experimentals. So yeah,
we almost got there that last game, almost, but we didn't get it. I'm expecting maybe if we get to Seton's Clutch, which by the way is our 4th game in the final, maybe we will see that. But that brings us to the final. So any thoughts on these two players? What did you expect? Were you surprised by these two players in the finals?
I'm actually surprised. Oh, I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, I can't say that I'm really that surprised because I thought that all of the players that moved on from the group stage had a shot. Consistency is always a problem playing over these 2-day tournaments. Tournament matches, the nerves can get to you, not just being on stream, but having money at stake. So I think all of the players really had a good shot, these two have been putting on a really strong show all throughout the performance, and I think it's going to be a great game.
I agree with that. I was actually surprised to see LilRoh to beat out Alpha Hex. Not to say that LilRoh isn't a bad player. I was just surprised because we were all like, oh, during that moment, and that was a big moment. So I have to say, whatever you did there, Kale, aka LilRoh, I am impressed, and the rest of us are impressed that you made that happen. That was amazing. So well played there, Alpha Hex, and very well played there by Kale. That was super cool, and we look forward to seeing you in the finals because, like Spiff said, everybody who made it here had a shot, and I completely agree with that. It was pretty much anyone's game. So yeah, back to you, Nite.
All right. Well, before we take a very, very short break to host the game, predictions, Spiff.
I'm a Cybran fanboy. I'm gonna have to go with LilRoh.
All right. Any prediction on the score?
Man, I want to go to Game 5.
All right, 3-2, LilRoh. Steel.
Honestly, I don't want to make any predictions because both of these players I've casted before, and both players are very, very, very good. And I noticed that Kale LilRoh has seriously improved. She was good to begin with, but now it's like what kind of scary, because that just the things I just wasn't expecting what LilRoh to do, just blew my mind. And MauganRa, don't count him out. He could definitely hold his own against Kale. So we shall see what happens. Honestly, like I'm gonna be straight up and honest. Cybran is my favorite race in this game, but I'm not going to choose favorites here. I'm just going to say that both players have a great shot at this, and I do want to see it go to Game 5, actually. So that's something I'm hoping for.
So I think we can safely say Steal Your Girl is predicting LilRoh 3-2. Anyway, I think
I didn't say that.
I think Girl hit it right over the head with this. It's such a great tournament now that I'm thinking about it. In the finals, we have Cybran versus Aeon. We have, a girl in the final, which is great. I was actually thinking, like, are we going to have any females in this tournament? Is Supreme Commander 2 all male dominated, which would be fairly unfortunate. We have, Brazil versus... fuck. I should not have went there. Bulgaria, there we go. I need to know my flags. God, I'm sorry, MauganRa. He's watching too. I feel so ashamed now. Anyway, Europe versus South America is going to be an exciting match. We're going to break just for like a couple of seconds while we host the match, and then we're going to dive right in. So thank you guys, all of you. Again, really, I'm looking forward to this final. I'm looking forward to 2020. Again, let me know your thoughts. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Night of Misfortune with Serpent's Open Winter 2019 Grand Final Match 1. Who are our players, Mr. Spiff?
Down here in the lower left-hand corner on Arctic Refuge, we've got spawning in as the blue Aeon Commander, MauganRa. Throwing down very fast Air Factory, followed by a quick Land Factory. And who's that up there in the other side?
And to the north, we got LilRoh spawning in as the red Cyber Commander, dropping down a Land Factory and an Air Factory. Probably should have gotten Air Factory first, but what do I know? I'm just a dumbass caster. Probably should just talk about things that are happening.
All right. Well, it looks like both players... Oh, yeah, for sure. Both players are expanding outwards and also pretty much mirroring each other's build. One Air Factory, one Land Factory for each player. Scout for MauganRa is just a little bit quicker. Now, these players know each other fairly well. I believe they play with each other quite frequently. And also, they've met in the group stages where I believe it was a tie 1-1. So this is a very interesting rematch, and I'm so excited to see how this first match goes.
And as we mentioned before, we do have our Cybern in the finals, so definitely going to be more exciting than a mirror match.
Yeah, for sure. Everybody was predicting Aeon to dominate in this tournament, which I mean, there's way more Aeon, but all the Cyberns made it out of the group stage, and the Cybern is now in the final. LilRoh has done some amazing things throughout the tournament. There were some really, really good games, and I think she firmly deserves to be here in the final.
Absolutely agreed. Unfortunately, though, she does lose her first plane to a pair of Weeduboths. And that factory does spit out an AA, but she's going to have to start all over on her planes here.
Yeah, she loses a plane in her own base. Meanwhile, both players are pretty much mirroring each other, expanding forward now, building a radar in almost exactly the same spot.
You know, LilRoh has been trying to grab space in the center on this map, and it hasn't always gone her way. She gets pushed back to that second mass extractor quite a bit and tends to have to make her stand back there.
All right, I fixed my microphone. Thank God. It almost dropped. I was like, oh shit.
LilRoh
Alright.
doing a good job using her engineers and reclaiming that mass, and also going to be assisting her factories back in the rear. She has not stopped producing air, and she's building
Nice.
another land factory, and so is MauganRa.
Nice repair work right there. That is not going. That might actually kill it though.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sucks.
Now,
Well, she tried.
Now, we've been hyping up LilRoh a lot, but MauganRa has actually, we talked about consistency. MauganRa has been very, very consistent throughout the tournament, only losing, to LilRoh, and I think maybe in the semifinals he dropped a game, but very solid. Aeon makes him even stronger, so this is definitely a great matchup.
I'm telling you, Shadow, aka MauganRa, is a very good player. Like, do not discount him at all.
Adapters, meanwhile, coming out, which is good. Cybern is really, really good at countering the standard Aeon build from what we've learned of one air factory, one land factory. So these adapters, they're going to take a while to spread around the map a little bit, but once they are, that's going to effectively shut down all of air for the majority of the game.
And MauganRa has paused his air factory while LilRoh has been continuously producing out of it.
Yep, so now
And
there's
this
an
is
air
an
engagement.
This air fight is probably going to go in favor of Kale, but it doesn't look like it's actually happening that way because adapters probably aren't as strong as actual air shots. Never mind. It's going in favor of Kale now.
I feel like they've traded
And that's a-
semi-equally, but yes, MauganRa
Yeah.
loses all his air.
Free, delicious, yummy, yummy mass. Well, it wasn't exactly free, but there's some yummy, yummy mass there. So good job, Kale, sucking that up.
A lot of Brackman coming out for LilRoh.
MauganRa has unpaused his air factory, so he's going to still be trying to make a fight for the air despite those adapters.
Yeah, and he is not going Shajas quite yet, so this is going to be very difficult for him to break down all the adapters.
He's got shields on his tanks already. Did he put down a research station?
No, I think he just went straight for it.
6 minutes in and he's got shields already?
Yeah, I mean, usually players try to go towards Shajas a little bit, but you can get to shields fairly quickly if you just gun for it straight off the bat.
Huh.
He did have a few early kills to give him some RP boost.
Ah, yeah. It's really early though, but because my goodness. And that's the right choice against Cybern, to be completely honest, because you got Brackman here, and that's a great choice to give some survivability. And it looks like Kale is scouting, so she's gonna see some things.
Yeah, I think she wants to know if there's air coming out of those air factories. If she should prioritize making more anti-air. If she should send some of her adapters to the back, that's the real question. But adapters are going to be staying as a part of the main composition here.
Did she just fly her plane off screen? That's really tricky. That was good.
Yep.
But I think she also saw that there was no expansion there.
Yeah, she's going to see all of the things.
At the air factory. Yeah, she's seeing all the things, and she's seeing that air factory. It's building. She knows it's happening, so she can't shut down her air factory.
Yep.
She has had it shut down for a little while now and hasn't restarted it quite yet.
Oh, well, we'll see what happens. And we got that engineer over here on the side that's just waiting to capture that Cybern engineer.
Ooh, those Weedoboffs are going to die so quickly. Turn around just in time. Brackman's starting to give off shots. Ooh, connecting straight to the center of that army.
But no kills yet.
Nope. Both shields holding up. Now the tanks are losing their shields. A few tanks in the red.
Right back on.
Yep.
And the Cybern planes threaten to bomb if they move out too close.
Yeah, and there isn't really any anti-air for MauganRa.
Except for the air itself.
Yeah.
Which would be suicide for that air again
with
over those adapters.
Yeah. There is a PD, however, and that's gonna do a little bit of be a little bit of a deterrent. However, there are some Cobras now for LilRoh.
I'm a little worried about this engineer up here at the top corner for LilRoh because Shadow has got that engineer just sitting there waiting to sack Cap. Could you imagine Megaliths in an Aeon army?
Ooh,
adapters.
I don't wanna, girl. I don't wanna imagine that horror.
You don't want
with P shields. Oh man, not P shields. Adapters.
Adapters.
Yeah.
And Brackman.
Ooh, that's a lot of tanks going down though. A few very lucky Cobra shots.
Oh
no!
It's a massacre. It's a massacre.
Some good shots there by LilRoh. Those hit hard. That hit hard.
The Brackmen are living up to the name of their creator and doing some real work over here.
Dr. Gustav Brackman.
Yes. The lore of the game. There is some lore to Supreme Commander too. Ooh, those planes are gonna get massacred. If you thought those tanks got massacred, look at this. In a matter of seconds, they all go down.
Yeah, those planes
just like
got
that,
murdered.
MauganRa's on the back foot.
Yep.
Well, there's still 2-point defense that that Kale needs to eat through. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Because we were like, oh no, this person's gonna win, and just kidding. Uno no U card.
Yeah, there's definitely been a lot of turnarounds in this tournament, not just between within the best out of 3 series, but also within games itself. LilRoh in her game came back in an amazing fashion in the tiebreaker game. Ooh, more shots! Oh my god!
Oh. Spiff said earlier it was a massacre. Now I'm thinking that's a real massacre. That was.
What we're seeing right here is war crimes.
Yeah, those are like women and children just kicking back. I mean, they maybe they're in a tank, but it's still a war crime.
Kale is just doing such a great job of pulling her units back when the shields are down and just attacking at the right moment.
Well, we got a control K from MauganRa, so looks like LilRoh, aka Kale, won game 1. So congratulations.
Yeah, that was a good game, and we'll be right back for game 2. Stay tuned.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Serpent's Open Winter 2019 tournament, and it is the grand finals, game number 2. Would Spiff like to take it away?
Down here in the lower left-hand side, spawning in as the red Cybran and currently up 1-0 for the series, we have LilRoh opening up with her 4 initial mexes and an air factory. And Knight of Misfortune, who's on the other side.
On the top right-hand corner, we have none other than our MauganRa spawning in as the blue Aeon player, opening up with a air factory and a land factory once again.
Pretty standard build there, right?
Yep, LilRoh also following up with a land factory.
Yeah, pretty much the same builds as in the last game. Of course, it's a little harder to expand on this map. The mass points are a little bit farther away, which could prolong the game, but you never know with Cybran, you never know with the Shajas when the game exactly is going to end. 2 planes are going to say hi to each other.
Hey, what's up? And LilRoh, as expected, Shadow's turning around too. Shadow's like, I ain't dealing with that
Shadow's
shit.
got the better engagement.
Oh shit, looks like Shadow's gonna have air superiority. And there it goes. Hey, at least that mask is right there for Kale. Kale got her mask back. You know, you mess up in the air engagement, you get your mask back free.
Yeah, not too bad.
Kale
is grabbing space in the center here.
She's gonna get that mask. Oh, good. Suck up that delicious yummy mask. That mask, yo.
Let's see if she will move up to the bridge like Vanity did in the semifinals against MauganRa, which didn't really work out because of that concave that he created for himself.
Brackman would do really well defending this bridge.
Yes.
And I like how MauganRa is sending out an engineer to get those 2 mass extractors off to the side. Like, he's got air superiority, like just by 1 plane or 2. And that really counts for something in this game. Like, not a huge amount, but you're probably going to win that engagement, you know?
Yeah, and this map is quite a bit different from Arctic Refuge, obviously, because adapters can't be spread over there. So you have the Aeon, chances are, will have control of the air anywhere outside the mainland, and it's just too far to send adapters anywhere that far. So it's definitely going to be a little bit more of an advantage for our Aeon player here. Another scout is going to get picked off here for LilRoh.
Definitely worth the information, though.
Yes.
That's 6 planes to, like, what, 2? Going on 3? No, just 2. She's not building more planes.
Well, I think we're going to see a switch into adapters once again.
Probably the only thing that she could do. Or drop down another air factory and hide it.
Oh, we see the adapters.
Scout coming in for MauganRa is going to get picked off without really seeing anything.
And that's free mass. At your doorstep. Kel's mass.
MauganRa still doesn't have a radar.
What? Well, he has air, you know, he could see. But it still would be within his best interest to get a radar.
I think based on the amount of air, I think he knows that, you know, Kale probably has some kind of land army, and he can adjust, but he's queuing up a radar here in the frontal position, so it looks like there will be a battleground over this bridge here.
LilRoh is getting Cobras too, just...
Shadja's now coming out, so that's a little bit different than the last game.
Wow, that plane actually survived. Just kidding, it's dead now.
But it did get all the information.
Yep.
And it landed right in a factory. How rude.
Does that still do damage?
Not really.
Aw.
It'd be tight if it did. I'd be pissed.
I don't know if the small planes do, but bigger things that fall from the sky do damage.
The saucer definitely does damage, I remember that.
Oh yeah, the star.
Pretty sure transports do damage when they fall.
Okay. ACU taking some
like
Brackman fire.
No, he's not. I like this Cybran Death Ball, but MauganRa is doing the right thing with his ACU.
It is 3 land factories versus 2 at this point. I'm not quite sure where the mass of LilRoh is going.
Saving up for research stations, or there are more mass extractors going down in the back, but that wouldn't take up too.
Brackman fire coming in.
Got picked off 1 tank.
That was a real problem for MauganRa in the first game, that Brackman fire.
Picked off 2 tanks thus far.
Shadjas are being much more efficient now. Ooh, jump jets.
Really?
I think so. Something was upgraded on those units.
You saw him flash?
Yeah.
Is their health up higher? No.
I think it only does that when they get a new ability.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I think it is jump jets. Which, you know, might be not that good of an idea, because that air can try and pick them up, intercept them while they're in the air.
Yeah, that's true. But if they get by and they split them apart...
Ooh, yeah, that's going to be deadly.
Could be a pain in the ass. Not deadly, but just a pain in the ass.
But because Shadow did go into Shadja's, he's closer to teleport, so it might be a little easier to catch her if he manages to get that tech. Ooh, tank biting some Cobra fire.
LilRoh just got build cost build time now. I got research running now. I don't know how I'm doing.
Ooh, bombing coming in right as the shields are down, taking off a really good amount of units.
6 units died there.
Yeah, she should have.
6.
Bad news, dude.
MauganRa needs to push a
bad
little
news.
bit. I think he has more units now.
Dude, did you just see Shadow just lost his entire Air Force pretty much?
Yep, LilRoh just took control of the skies.
Was it worth it?
A lot of those units were very low health, so they're dying to some of this Brackman and Loyalist fire. Well, just kidding. There's no Loyalists. There's one Loyalist in there. He's the commander.
The secondary, not the supreme commander.
Yes.
That was a really good bombing run, though, by Shadow.
Yes.
But unfortunately, it cost him his entire Air Force.
And now Kale has the free reign, so she's going over to the island on the right and going to try and pick off some stuff. There's only an engineer there, so she is going to shut that expansion down.
Great move. Honestly, that's a great move. That's keeping your opponent from having 2 more mass extractors than you.
Kale is forced to pull back across the bridge, though, as MauganRa's units are just overpowering. There's too many of them right now.
And Shadow says, yes, please, this is the perfect setup for my Shajas to come down and chase you. There's no PD, so she might or he might actually be able to push through.
She didn't kill that engineer. She's going in back of the base to destroy.
Oh, was it just
mass
a scout?
extractors.
Interesting. Ooh, LilRoh's units just melting away. Gotta retreat beneath that shield.
Those research stations may be a little bit premature since she just doesn't have enough to hold off this assault right now.
Yeah.
She doesn't. This is well and truly within Shadow's grasp. This is definitely. Oh, that.
Oh, Brackman, you gotta watch those Brackman.
Oh, no, the factory. Look at it. Oh, there it goes.
Shadow definitely has an overwhelming number of units. I'm not sure why he's backing off. Ooh, airplanes now coming in. Gonna do a bombing run, probably on that point defense. Nope. Going for that Brackman.
Where is Kale's Air Force? Oh, they're over there in the ocean.
They're just chilling.
Not doing what they're supposed to.
You're like, no, we're good here.
Yeah, we're just
no
gonna
structure detonate yet.
We're just gonna kick back if that's cool with you.
Building PDs in the middle of nowhere. That's not an efficient spot, but it does slow Kale down or Shadow a little bit.
Damn, do you see those shots just destroy that freaking what do you call that? That research station? Fudge.
You know, I'm wondering if she's going nanobot gun or nanogun.
No, I don't think so.
Because she hasn't put any research into structured Dedo. I'm wondering if she's just focusing on that instead.
If she was going to do it, I mean, she'd have to do it really quickly here.
That's a lot of PDs. I think, yeah, she saved up a lot of mass. She wasn't being very efficient with her factories early game.
Yeah, I think this game is pretty much in Shadow's. LilRoh called GG. And that's probably correct because, yeah, well played there, Shadow. Good comeback. Now it's tied. So well played, both players. Good job, Kale, and good job, Shadow. So we'll be heading on to game 3 here soon, right?
It is 1-1. Yes, we are. And do you know what that means?
That means we're definitely going to see Settons.
Yes, we are. A Settons clutch. Game 4. But we're going to be back with game 3 first. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Serpent's Open Winter 2019 Grand Finals. We are in Game 3, and the score is currently tied 1-1. We find ourselves here on Trellick Island, and Mr. Steal Your Girl, who is it here that we have tied again?
We have MauganRa spawning in as the blue Aeon Commander, dropping down some eco and getting all the things capped with mass extractors, and he's also putting down some energy generators. What is he going to build? I can't see it, and it's an air factory. Who would have thought? Nite of Misfortune, your turn.
On the bottom left, the last Cybern Hope, the killer from Brazil, LilRoh, spawning as Red Cybern, building an air factory and a land factory. Pretty same build, pretty standard. Different dynamics on this map, however.
Samesies. Let's see what MauganRa is going to do. Is he going to push up and build a whole bunch of shotjas in the middle, or what's going to happen here?
I think he might want to do some MML harass on this one. This doesn't quite have the limitations of Arctic Refuge, nor does it have the limitations of the Iskilian coast or island with the cliff blocking your path for your MMLs. So maybe they will see a similar build to Alpha Hexes where he went transport.
That could be interesting.
LilRoh choosing not to scout with her planes this time.
Probably gonna delay it, waiting for his scout to take it out so she could be ahead in air. I think that really messed her up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, honestly, I think these players are so good. They've played each other a couple of times. They know what the other one's gonna bring. So she, I think, is expecting it at this point. It's pretty surprised. She would probably be surprised not to see air on this map, especially.
Right, and everybody wants to walk to the center, so scouting now, right now, like at this moment, probably more beneficial than right at the beginning, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And she's doing that the exact thing. And look at that engineer going off into the water. What is it going to do? Is it going to go all the way around the map and try to capture some mass extractors?
I don't
That's
think
exactly
so.
what it's going to do. Yeah, take a look at its route. Hold shift.
I don't know why I can't see the route. Like, why can't...
It
there
stops.
it is.
It stops like midway for me.
Yeah, it's not going all the way over there. It's
he's going to do the cliff
though.
trick. He's going to do the cliff trick on this north middle mass extractor here.
Huh.
He's going to build on the cliff.
Huh. Interesting.
I like LilRoh's factory positioning here, plugging up that choke point.
Yeah, that's always strong. It does create a little bit more of a concave. Against Aeon, I think you should be building behind choke points because of those Brackman fires, just so that you can log down the choke points. So I think this is going to be more of a temporary setup, and she's probably going to move up closer to take the center.
It's pretty good.
Engineer trying to do the trick? Maybe? Not yet. LilRoh is scouting. I'm going to see not much actually. She's not going to see anything other than planes, so she doesn't know if he has land or not yet. Research station coming out. I feel like this is more...
I think she can assume that it's land because if there are no more air factories in the main base, there's going to be land factories somewhere more towards the middle.
Center.
I feel like this has been more of a defensive build from MauganRa. Pretty much from the start when he didn't plop down the air factory, I was like, maybe he's going to play a little more defensively. And look at the setup of his units here. It definitely looks like he's walling off this area, and even his radar is kind of back in a defensive position. Even his energy or engineer's path was a little bit more defensive over water instead of land.
Speaking of engineers, he still hasn't started that cliff trick.
Yeah. Looks like, nope, there's no research for LilRoh yet. Quite a bit of Brackman, in fact, only well, no, there's 2 loyalists, 2 sub-commanders coming out, but 5 Brackman out on the field already. Oh no, there's way more loyalists, I'm sorry, I completely missed those in the back. And on the side, too.
Those loyalists could definitely... Oh, they're flanking, just like I thought they would. That's probably the best use of your loyalists.
Not going to be very effective against this much air, though. I think
no.
Without adapters, LilRoh is definitely losing this air fight.
Or maybe they're just going to post up and wait for an engineer.
Anti-air for MauganRa. I think he's overestimating the forces of air that LilRoh has.
Now all LilRoh has to do is just wait for that engineer.
That engineer at the top of the map has been chilling for the past 3 minutes. Bomb and run coming in.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt. That one sub-commander.
Yeah, she definitely built a lot of loyalists this time around. I think she wanted to flank quite a bit more on this one.
It's not firing, it's just sitting there.
Yes! Look what's going down.
Well, this is going to be exciting.
Land
Are
gantry.
you serious?
I don't know. She doesn't have a lot of land factories though, so this is going to be pretty hard hold. Also kind of putting it
Maybe
close to the front line.
Maybe she's going Megalith. Probably not.
No, it's MauganRa who's throwing down a gantry.
No, I know. We were talking like maybe she's not putting down a whole lot of land factories. Maybe she's going Mega. Probably not though.
Yeah, I'm not sure why she hasn't decided not to move towards the center.
She's going unit speed.
Oh, I think actually jump jets would be a really good answer right here.
Yeah, I think that's on the path of unit speed, right? So jump jets might be. You know, we don't see, like, why aren't we seeing a whole lot of experimentals? This one, that's interesting because usually we see a megalith here or there, but I think these map choices are just. Yeah, we're gonna see the loyalists split off. No, just kidding.
Yeah, I think megaliths are tough on this map because there's not a lot of room to spread them out.
This is true. They are susceptible to telesnipes. Like there's no tomorrow.
And I think jump jets can be a good option against the Urchinau as well, since it can only fire forward.
This is true. Urchinaus kind of suck. And now that engineer of MauganRa is moving out. Both engineers are moving out.
Cliff track.
Oh yeah, that engineer is finally moving over there.
Both of them.
Urchma is almost done though, so I think, I don't want to jinx it, but I think we're going to see our first experimental. Let's see how long it lives.
And LilRoh is getting Cobras now.
And more land factories in the middle.
The minute that Urchinau pops out, Kel just jumps on it, murders it.
I would almost say LilRoh should have backed off a little bit because I think she saw this coming. So, but we'll see. I've been wrong before. I'm just a caster.
The Urchinau it just isn't a scary experimental. It just doesn't have the range to be really scary.
Yeah.
If it drops those shields, it could shred these units if it fires forward. But every time I see an Urchinau, I'm very rarely like, oh crap, it's an Urchinau. You know, it's usually
it's
like
eating through those adapter shields though.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
so maybe. Okay.
You were saying?
You know what? In this choke point, now that I'm seeing it, this Urchinau is actually quite good in this choke point. So that's a really strong. This is a strong unit right here.
Second one on the way too.
Yeah, if one works, why not build another?
Kale is losing the air fight on the right-hand side without her adapters there, and she's going to probably lose all of the... Oh, no, there's two adapters there, but I think that Air Force is plenty strong to survive it for a bit. She should probably... Or MauganRa should probably bomb those two units a little bit. Yep, nice spread by Kyle.
Wow, looks like air control is firmly in Shadow's hands.
Lone adapter remains there on the bottom. She's bringing her units
won't
back.
Last long.
Yeah, but she managed to pick off some air, and she picked off that mass extractor, so it wasn't a total waste for sure.
That Urchinau is facing the wrong way. I don't like that.
Yeah, and I think it's taking some MML fire now.
Yeah, it just did.
Factory
Second
fire.
one
Actually.
is rolling off the line though.
Yeah, this could be very hard for Kel to deal with. If she could jump jet on him and take him out, that would be pretty good. But now we have
jump jet behind them and snipe.
Ooh, yeah,
Oh,
that is definitely a
better.
danger. That ACU is not underneath shields, and I think she's trying to do that because she's huddling right behind this cliffside. We might see a snipe here. Let's watch. Oh, yep, jump jets. There we go.
Oh,
She's gonna go for
got
it. She's going to go for it, but she's jumping directly on the cliff. There is going to be a little bit of recharge there. MauganRa pulling back his commander right away. Good eyes, good eyes. Ooh.
But meanwhile, Kale's units are safe up on this rise, and she can just rain down MML fire to snipe these buildings.
And the units.
The only thing that could damage him is the bomber. But there still are a whole lot of Brackmen here. I mean, a whole lot of adapters. She got jump jet distance.
Yeah, I think
Did she
she's
jump right on that ACU?
probably.
If she knows where it is.
ACU's
Yeah, she doesn't
pulling
really
out
know
though.
what it is. Dude, she's jump jetting all over the place.
Probably looking for the ACU. Ooh, that
Definitely
ACU is right next to where she's jumping. But that Urchma is popping out. It's popping out. It's going to be ready before she manages to take out that gantry, but I don't think it's going to live long. She's not focusing on it, though.
Look how slow it's killing these damn things. And it's dead.
Cancel that second one.
Ooh. Is this another base trade? This is like Kel's signature move.
Another base trade. Both of the ACUs heading for water. Naturally.
Naturally, the natural reaction to an oh shit moment. Might want to split those loyalists in the main base.
Yeah, or bring those adapters over, which she is doing both, I think.
There's the spread.
Right now.
Yep.
Oh, she did spread. Good.
ACU needs to get in the water now.
It's going, I think. Well,
It's
Kel's
moving
is, at
forward,
least.
building more research stations.
Well, I think MauganRa is fairly safe, actually.
Yeah, I think MauganRa is going to come out a little bit better on this one, to be completely honest, because of those upgrades for water and maybe torpedoes. Well, not for water, but for torpedoes. Yeah.
Well, MauganRa is going to be ahead because he has a base. And he has 2 experimentals. Like, that's bottom line, the truth of the matter. And what an interesting place to put a research station for Kel. I would have put a radar there to see where that ACU is.
Oh, they're both expanding to making secondary bases in the same place. The difference is that Kale has the jump jets, so if she finds the commander, Shadow's in trouble, big trouble. But she's going the wrong way. She doesn't suspect that Kale is there, or Shadow is there.
You know, this reminds me a whole lot of the game with Vanity.
Oh yeah, he was trying to get the Urshmas as well. Now I think she knows where the commander is because of that engineer.
Look at that engineer.
Whee!
I'm up on this ridge. What you gonna do, bitch? What you gonna do, bitch? And she's gonna build a bunch of research stations up here. That is, I would have built a factory just to rain problems down on my opponent, but research stations are still good too. Could the ACU walk into the water more than this?
I don't think so.
A little bit more, but I don't think you can completely submerge
him? Oh, that sucks.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, this could be death to LilRoh if they can't completely submerge.
I think no. The farthest you can get, I think it will submerge it.
Yeah, there might be one spot, but I'm not sure exactly where it is.
MauganRa just got ACU movement speed, so we're gonna see teleport on the ACU. There's a whole lot of research stations, and I'm thinking we're gonna see some air coming out, and we're gonna see a whole bunch of ACU stuff.
Some ACU shenanigans. Oh, I think she's gonna find, or he's gonna find her. There's a small contingent of units going straight towards the ACU. Oh, they're gonna intersect paths directly. He still doesn't see it though.
He's going after the easy kill.
Meanwhile, MauganRa has established a good base here in the top left-hand corner.
This is so funny. Kel is building 3 research stations right next to her opponent. So, hey, check this out. Look at it.
Yeah, she needs an anti-air tower now. I think she sees the air.
She needs a base.
She needs some
damn income. That's what she needs.
I'm a little surprised that MauganRa missed the ACU just coming out of the water, completely past her units.
I don't think he's after the ACU. I think he's going after something that will guarantee the kill. And I think he might be researching stuff on his own ACU to guarantee the kill, you know? Because we're at that point where if you fail, if this army of MauganRa fails, it's over. Like, he's going to have a really hard time.
That army is definitely better for MauganRa. It's a question if Kale can manage to get a snipe, I think, at this point.
Kel was trying to capture the radar. That's freaking hilarious.
Well, denies coverage of vision.
I know.
That's the engineer away.
Yeah, but that engineer's going to get hurt. An engineer might not live. Probably won't live.
He's trying to jump jet away. Actually, I think it's going to be a hero engineer. It's going to live.
You think so? I mean, there's some adapters here. We'll see.
It's going to live. Oh my god, clutch shields.
Oh my goodness.
Hero engineer.
That's fantastic.
So MauganRa has a really good base, and those MMLs found the research.
Teleport.
I told you, teleport. I told you, going right into the commander. What is? Wait, LilRoh is gonna. If LilRoh could keep this army alive and build a whole bunch of Salems, that will definitely outrange the Urchu now.
Look
and I
at
don't
the
see
bottom
why
left.
That's what I said.
Oh, okay.
Building a whole bunch of Salems on you know, with feet. Oh my goodness! Look what.
Ooh.
This is a great move by Kel.
You know, battleships might actually be possible if she manages to pick off some of these structures here. And battleships are definitely very, very deadly, especially if they have feet.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got overcharge.
Oh, no.
So that just ruined Kel's plan. If Kel could have wiped out up north, that would have put her back into the game. But right now, MauganRa is still firmly in charge here. And she gave up a whole lot of her army. And that Salem class doesn't have legs. It's just going to...
Wow, that Loyalist took a lot of anti-air damage before it died. Salem coming out.
Yeah, we already got a Salem out. Just floating around. Gonna slowly make it up to the base.
It's
got power detonate.
I don't think that's where it should be going.
Will be spotted by that air unit, I believe.
Last ditch attempt here. This is gonna get taken out.
That's
yeah.
GG.
That's GG. That's gonna get overcharged so quickly. Yep.
So fast. So very well played there by MauganRa, aka Shadow, and a good try there, LilRoh, aka Kale. So good job, guys. We're going on to game 4. Is that game 4?
Yeah. Game 4, 2-1 MauganRa. We're gonna see how Serpent Clutch goes. This is the first time they're playing on this map, so definitely will be interesting. We will be right back, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is game 4 on a map that we have not seen before. Serpent's Clutch, not something you think for a 1v1 tournament, but I think it's going to be an interesting match, possibly a little bit longer. Let's introduce the players. Mr. Spiff?
Who?
Mr. Spiff.
Oh, I was hoping you'd say my name.
Well, I'll say it in just a second. Starting down here in the bottom left-hand side, spawning in as the blue Aeon Commander, our current series leader, MauganRa. And Mr. Steal Your Girl.
What is MauganRa doing? What's he building?
Oh, you're right. Yes, he's building 2 air factories. Fast air on this long rush distance map makes a lot of sense.
And then we got Kel, aka LilRoh, spawning in as the red Cyber Commander, dropping down a double land factory opener after Eco, which might not do so well versus double air, but we shall see. And Kel also did mention that her internet might go out because there's a rain, which I'm just assuming there's a thunderstorm, but hey, what do I know about Brazil's internet? It might go out, so hopefully that doesn't happen. I don't want that to end.
Very fast Cobra's coming out from Kale.
Yeah, she really wants to get up in there. Know what I mean?
She's probably assuming air.
Yeah, that's not a bad assumption whatsoever.
Definitely not. She's bringing her ACU just in case, but also for support. She's going to try and build some air towers when she sees all this air coming. You know, MauganRa is actually not scouting, so that's kind of surprising.
Probably
Yeah,
trying to keep the fact of the air factories to himself.
MauganRa is going to have a lot of air. Like, not a whole lot, but just enough to be a real pain in the ass. But you go, Mungan.
I think it'd be really fun to see LilRoh push up to the bridgehead here and establish a forward base, and then just kick the ACU out to the side and build a few ships.
That would be hilarious. That would be pretty good. Be pretty good, yo. Flying ships, you know, because realism is very important to Supreme Commander 2.
It's the most important thing.
Ooh.
That bot doesn't see much.
Building a radar first. Probably going to queue up an anti-air factory pretty soon here.
Yeah, that radar could go fuck itself, is what Shadow's saying.
Yep.
See you later, radar. And if he could get there and bomb it fast enough, he could take it out.
Ooh. And I don't see any adapters coming out. LilRoh needs to heal it, but it looks like MauganRa is not choosing to bomb it anymore.
Probably going after the little units showing up.
That AA tower is still half health.
There is an adapter coming up, so adapters are on the way.
It's going to be very useful, but there's a little window for MauganRa to do some damage here.
She's doing a... Ooh, sucking up some delicious yummy yummy mess. Really good. She's probably going to do an AA creep. I love AA creeps against someone who does 100% air. It just... Something about it. It just...
Call to the old times.
Oh. You saw... I used to do that to people all the time.
Yeah.
It was evil.
That was the meta. Air, you go and creep. Yeah.
Air was the air. I remember when you better split those cobras, dude.
Those cobras are so bunched up.
So lucky that those cobras. She better split them. Oh, they're gonna die. They're gonna die. Oh,
ooh, that one barely manages to live. Meanwhile, the radar and the factory go down for MauganRa. But those adapters are now making their way in. That that anti-air tower is still firing off on planes.
That is an MVP air tower, I'll tell you that right now.
Sure is.
And it looks like MauganRa's building another land factory. Let's see if Kel could kick it out and say, nah, I told you no.
Still plenty of cobras, cobras remaining, so she's going to be able to do quite a bit of damage here. Just needs to split them. Yes.
Targeting ACU.
Wrong thing to target.
No, she took out he took out a cobra.
Oh yeah, he did. I was talking about MauganRa was... Excuse me, Kel was attacking MauganRa's ACU instead of... Those airplanes are very, very low in health. They're not going to make it out.
Was a good get by LilRoh.
Is LilRoh making too many adapters right now, though?
Well,
yes.
She is, but she also has a factory up here, so let's see what's coming out of there.
It has to be cobras. Or
Brackman?
MauganRa's going ACU. I'll tell you that right now. MauganRa has to go ACU because that's his only choice, only hope.
Yeah, these land factories unfortunately are going to fall. I think this is the beginning of the end here. There's no land units for MauganRa.
Yeah, if MauganRa gets range on that ACU, he might be able to chip damage.
There's no PDs. There's one plopping down now, but that's not going to finish for sure. There's so many cobras out.
No, it's going to finish.
It's going to finish, but it's probably going to fall pretty quickly here. Oof, doing a good job blocking the damage from the loyalists there. The shield does fall. Healing it. Oh my god.
Oh. Well, it's dead. Better suck it up.
That PD
but
lived
that PD
for a long
did some
time.
work.
Yeah.
It did some work before it fell.
Those two land factories are toast, though.
Wow, that land factory, it's really lasted a lot longer than expected. Need to stop making adapters. I think she stopped making adapters and are going more Cobra loyalist oriented.
You know, I think part of it is just that there's a lot of adapters here at the front, and a lot of the loyalists and Cobras are reinforcing from the main base. So she's making them, they're just not getting here as quick.
Yeah, I think LilRoh is going ACU right now and sucking up some delicious yummy. Gotta get those. Yeah, get that factory mass, yo.
That
don't want to.
Commander's taking damage. Good. Okay.
And yeah, and you know the other big advantage too of sucking up the yummy mass is it's going to cost MauganRa more to rebuild because he doesn't have Rex.
Exactly. Ooh, dude, you don't want to be walking into the lead that Kel has created for herself could go very, very quickly if she walks into those. Where's she going? Okay, she's building a factory. Good.
Especially because MauganRa has continued to expand his economy behind this,
and
whereas Kale hasn't. She's just pushing this attack more and more.
But
and the longer it goes, the more she needs to do the damage.
And the more she needs to suck up that delicious yummy mass.
That too. That's making up for her income deficit right now.
Gotta suck up that mass, that factory.
She needs to target fire a little bit better with her Cobras, though. I feel like she's pulling them as part of her main army here, and they're not firing on the shields as much as they can.
She has done an excellent job whittling away at MauganRa's units, though.
Yes. 3 land factories coming out.
Suck up that factory, please, before you do this. Alright, ignore me. It's cool.
That ACU is taking a lot of damage.
But so is that army to that, is that point defense going to go down?
Yep.
And it is down. Both point defenses are down. And I think this is a good time for Kel to push, actually. So, yeah, Kel's going to take out that army. Going to probably get around and destroy
that ACU is going down now.
That ACU is toast.
We are going to Game 5, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, we got our wish.
Yeah.
So, well played there, Kel. That was very unexpected. But I should have known. I've done air tower creeps to people before, and they are very, very strong. So, well played by both players. Awesome job, LilRoh, bringing it back. Good job, MauganRa. So, let's see what happens in the 5th match.
Well played. Tiebreaker on Open Palms. We will be right back.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Serpent's Open Winter 2019 tournament. And it is the final match of the finals. Now, are we excited to see who the winner of this tournament is? We shall see. So, Nite of Misfortune, take it away.
Doesn't get any more classic than this. In the top right on Open Palms, we have the Cybran Hope, LilRoh, spawning as the red Cybran, putting down 2 land factories, deviating from the normal plan of air that we've seen from her from the first 2 or 3 matches.
She didn't do air last match either.
Yep.
And down here in the lower left-hand side, spawning in as the blue Aeon Commander, we have MauganRa going for the more standard 1 air, 1 land. So I think LilRoh has showed us that Cybran doesn't need to go air to counter air. But we'll see how that works out on this map, which is much more open in terms of the land areas.
Yeah, one could almost say it's Open Palms. Yeah, I saved the best for last.
And you know what bothers me a little bit about that? It's Open Palms, but all of the trees are fir trees.
What the fuck? Let me take a look at this.
You know what? I've never realized this thing. Why is it fucking called Palms?
Right, Chris Taylor immediately. This is fucked up. Not all trees look the same.
That's it, guys. I'm ending this cast early. This is unacceptable.
Fucking stream.
Yeah, we're done.
Ban everybody. Fucking ban that guy's ass. Ban Chris Taylor. Just kidding, Chris Taylor. We love you.
Yeah, ban me for pointing it out.
And please ban Spiff for saying bad words, the naughty words, the words we're not supposed to speak of. Oh Lord and Savior Chris Taylor, please forgive us of our sins, Lord and Savior Chris Taylor.
Cobra's coming out from LilRoh.
Open palms. They're actually fir trees, but they're actually palm trees because that's what Chris Taylor said.
Oh, another anti-air push. You know, we've seen LilRoh actually do this quite a bit on open palms. I've seen her come up and do this on pretty much every game that I've seen on open palms.
But I bet you could see we're gonna see some shotjas come out. Shotjas will make this a big fucking problem.
Shotjas, there's no more air coming out for Shadow, so it might be the proper response here until those adapters come out. I think he's gonna be okay.
Well, if she gets adapters out, that would that wouldn't be too bad now, would it?
I mean, she's gonna go adapters either way, but I think she's smart enough to watch and know whether or not she needs more AA towers.
Yeah, she's pulling back. She's pulling back. She's like, nah, fuck that. Hell nah, brother. Or she's just regrouping. She's probably gonna take the center because taking the center is actually really good here in open palms.
She's going all the way back to plant a land factory, though.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Shadow, though, expanding quite a bit. Oh, LilRoh's just queued up some mass extractors herself.
Yeah, I don't know if LilRoh's going to be able to hold the hill. I think MauganRa is going to push her off. This like 5 shotjas could do a significant amount of damage. I just don't think he wanted that anti-air tower there. He's all, fuck this plate thing in particular.
Third land factory coming up for LilRoh.
And LilRoh is getting a whole bunch of adapters.
Yep, there they are.
They're going to be pretty good. Yeah?
I think MauganRa's just paused his air factory saying, yeah, okay, you're going to go adapters. Let's see if I can make you just overinvest.
Yeah, and that would be good if adapters didn't have shields on them, too.
That's true.
Adapters are multi-purpose. They're just too fucking good. They're so damn good.
But if LilRoh makes too many of them instead of units that actually deal damage,
this is true.
He's scared of air, that could turn to MauganRa's advantage.
She definitely needs to get more Brackman and get those loyalists to do some raiding. But right now, she probably doesn't want them to get bombed. So never mind. What do I know? I'm just a dumbass caster.
I think both players are playing a little bit cautiously in this last game, as probably they're expected to. There is one lonely Brackman in that composition. I don't think it's going to do a lot of work, though, against this composition of Shadow.
Yeah, look at that Air Force. You see that Air Force just get fucking annihilated, dude? Oh, my God.
And he restarts production of it, too. I'm not sure that's the correct answer there. But he is getting a lot of mass extractors, so that is definitely a benefit for Shadow here.
And probably just trying to spend what he's got for now.
A lot of MMLs for LilRoh. That will be pretty good for her to take down some of these factories and mass extractors.
If she could get to them, but MauganRa is doing so... Oh, just kidding.
Yeah, she can hit him from the hill.
Oh, no. Cobras have shitty range compared to the rest of the MMLs. Like, when Chris Taylor was handing out, pluses and minuses to units, Cobras were last in line, going like, oh yeah, we'll be researched and we'll also have the worst fucking range. And they take... Nice. Did they get that mass extractor?
Yep.
They got that mass extractor. That's pretty cool. So much for having shitty range, but still, their shit range really, it doesn't make any sense to have them unlocked if the range fucking sucks,
Yeah, I think MauganRa is over-microing here a bit. Those units were positioned right in the cliff there, and those just have a clear shot at them from where they are without being able to hit by pretty much anything, so it's a little surprising he was pulling back a little bit there.
I don't know, those MMLs could hit him right in the face.
Yeah, but they can micro a little bit, but he was pulling them back completely.
Yeah, now there's a whole bunch of Brackmen and I would not go up that hill against Brackman. I wouldn't do it. I don't want to see it. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
4 land factories for LilRoh, while Shadow is still on 3. However, he does have that air factory that's producing air, but honestly, it's not going to do a whole lot for a long while. Brackman coming in. Oh. Okay, that wasn't that bad.
Brackman are missing.
Shaw just need to get repositioned. Ooh, nice shots.
Get the hell out of here,
But the Brackman are also getting good shots now. Ooh, not managing to take out much there, though.
Not one.
Yeah, 1.
We could say that MauganRa definitely came out on top of that engagement. What do you guys think?
You know, I think it's equal trade right now.
There's only one freaking Cobra in...
Oh. No, there's 2.
Kel's composition. Is there 2 now?
Technically.
Actually, yeah, there's 2. I couldn't see the other one, but now I see it. Thank you for the correction.
You're welcome.
Fucking weeb.
MauganRa coming in. Oh, taking out both adapters in that group. Wow. I think that was a little lucky, but...
That was really good choice of targets.
I think that was completely lucky. Or maybe no, she focused it down. I have no idea.
No, I think...
Well, it seemed like Kale separated off the MML, and I think maybe that was a misclick. She meant to take one of those adapters and move it down, but she grabbed the MML instead.
Chrome Shield coming out for MauganRa. So MauganRa is very, very strong right now. Dude, once that teleport comes out, this is going to be, you know, a very balanced match once teleport comes out.
Yeah, lots of research stations going down as players are transitioning into that middle game a little bit.
MauganRa has had 2 research stations going for a little while now, and LilRoh just finished her first.
Yeah.
Actually.
What?
No hate on weeaboos. I mean, if you guys like that stuff, it's all good. Just saying neckbeards. Neckbeards. If you have a neck beard, shave it and take a damn shower, please. Thanks.
Damn, so much hate. Anyway, engagement coming in.
That was good advice. Wash your ass.
I don't like this I don't like this engagement from LilRoh. She's concave, and her Brackman are not going to get a lot of good shots. Ooh. Charges are so powerful. Oh no. Ooh. Those Brackman are going to hit.
Brackman are not doing enough damage, though.
No, and there's no adapters. The army is just melting away, but Shadow decides to pull back and go to the other side of the map.
Bottom. Yeah, look at the other side of the map. Like one loyalist and a couple of Brackman.
That MML is gonna meet it.
That MML's like, I got you. Just kidding. There's adapters. That one MML is all, fuck you guys in particular. Here comes a bunch of weedo boats to ruin the fun. Oh, if this isn't split, it's dead.
That takes out so many.
Shit.
I think that mass extractor is gonna die though.
It's gonna die. Oh yeah, that's dead. Oh, it is dead. So that might have been worth it, you know. Take that, pussies.
Takes out some. Well, no, he didn't take, or she didn't take any air out.
I really want to know what Kel's long game is, because Kel's in trouble.
I think,
and that's my opinion.
I think here you go either megaliths or
I wouldn't go
just mass units with jump jets.
But there's so much air on the field too, so this could be look at this, dude. This could be a snipe on LilRoh. What is LilRoh gonna do? Like, what the hell is gonna happen here? What could LilRoh actually do right now?
Just get a bunch of adapters.
A tight spot.
Yeah. This little
that high damage air tower. Do you think it'll be done before these guys notice?
Probably. Looks like he's targeting that mass extractor instead.
Ooh, they're gonna fly right over. That's gonna suck.
No, it's gonna finish right after they leave
Oh,
the
fudge.
range.
It gets
fudge
one
and
shot
fudge.
off.
Yeah. Hey, I'm here now.
So once these guys get teleport, dude, this shit's gonna suck for Kel, like really bad. That mass extractor is completely dead.
Yep.
Not
Didn't
even
get
a
a
little
single
dead.
plane. Just totally dead.
Okay, we got jump jets, so we're probably gonna see power detonate. We're gonna probably see armies jumping in
Jump jets and teleport.
power detonating. Okay, so that just jump jetted. They're probably gonna get teleported on. Okay, that's what Kel is probably gonna do. She's probably hoping to.
That's a very good move. But there's a teleport coming in. Not quite to the right place though. These bots are going to be able to run around a little bit.
Well, it was the right place because now at this stage of the game, you can't have your teleports right on to the enemy. Because see, watch this. There's gonna be unit detonate. Do it. Unit detonate. Oh shit. See, if Kel would have unit detonated right there, that would have killed a shit ton
A lot of her army is going down in the center. This is not good.
Did she even get one mass? No, she didn't even get one mass extractor.
No, meanwhile, there's a little teleportation force on the top of the map.
Yeah, this is pretty much fucking over. I think Kel, you done goofed.
There's a lot of units for MauganRa. There's only one loyalist fighting all of this army over here. It's all adapters. Oh, but there's structure or unit detonate. That was nice.
Unit detonate. I told you, unit detonate. Like, that's why you can't teleport on Cybran units.
I don't know. She might be able to hold on here for a little bit with all that detonation. She needs Brackman at this point. A lot of them.
Well, look at all the training on the Yenzus, though. They are like very, very strong now.
Oh wow. Yeah.
There's two huge armies, so I think Shadow might have this. This might be Shadow's game, unless there's a major mistake made by Shadow, but I wouldn't count on that. Power detonate has been researched now. Come on, blow that. Oh, there it goes. It didn't kill them.
There's too many shields.
Much training on them. Too much HP from all the upgrades.
Unit detonate there. Unit detonate. A little too late. Didn't even get through those tanks.
And
good
LilRoh
game is
calls
called.
GG. So that was a very good game, very well played by all players. Kel, thank you for playing. You got second place. That is nothing to scoff at. That's awesome. And
that comes with a real money prize.
Yeah.
Right. And MauganRa, aka Shadow, is our winner. So congratulations, MauganRa. You should be very proud. Both of you should be very proud for getting to where you are. So thank you so much for it. And you viewers at home, thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is all for the Serpent's Open Winter. We are going to go on a break. We're probably just gonna open up our chat room and have some little fun here. Hey. So maybe we'll have some discussions here afterwards. But for now, thank you so much, everybody, for watching. If you want a prize, let me know. I will get you your stuff. And then stay tuned for the announcements for the tournaments next year. I'm super excited. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Mr. Steal Your Girl and Spiff, for casting with me and helping me out with the tournament. It was a great help, and I certainly greatly appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, and thanks to the community. And we're looking forward to doing another one of these for the 10th anniversary of the game.
Awesome. Well, thank you, guys, and you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.